We begin this half hour with the latest information on the Beaufort Canyon fire. We confirmed with Benton County firefighters that the wildfire is now 100% contained. We have a sad story to report to you this morning. A Kittitas County Sheriff's deputy was killed and an officer was shot in the line of duty last night. Speed limit is 40 miles per hour, but if I take just a few steps this way, the speed limit cuts in half. 15 bucks, man. The Tooth Fairy was a lot cheaper when I was a kid. I would get like a quarter. Look at this. This is one of the unfortunate side effects of when a plow goes by. You can see this car. There's a good chance schools are not going to start on time this year in the Yakima School District. Julia, how's the game weather going to be tonight? And we're going to just play a little pepper roulette. Every so often you hear police calling out to the person inside a home, asking them to come out with their hands up. Fire sparked in the heart of Kennewick this week, marking the 4th large blaze in Zintel Canyon in the last 6 months. They take Tri-Cities Recycling and send it 140 miles north to Spokane for processing. Cheers. Nope. Guess it wasn't bad. Your dogs can probably sit, stay, and roll over. These ones can take down bad guys. I'm talking about Pasco PD's newest canine recruits. Bridget Case is out there this morning at Fran Risch Stadium. Bridget, ooh, looks like they got a cheer going on. How's it going? The office has now identified a boater who went missing over the weekend. Deputies say 39-year-old Jason Lee Robinson of Kennewick is still missing.
I was scared to death.
Huddling in a blanket to keep warm, Bill Nelson looks at a rescue mission that isn't for him.
I was just flying down the river, and there's some high power lines across the river right down there.
Nelson was flying a powered parachute, just like this one pictured here.
It must just drop down a little bit faster than I was ready for, and as soon as the rear wheels got caught in the water, it pretty much sucked me down into the water.
Nelson was stuck beneath the Yakima River's current, still strapped to his aircraft.
Well, I was having coffee this morning in my bathrobe.
The loud crash caught the attention of Kathy Easterly at her riverfront home.
What in the world is that noise?
Easterly says she ran out to her deck and saw the parachute floating, but she didn't see the pilot, so she called 911.
And I thought, oh boy, if he's stuck under there and can't get out, he's going to drown. And it scared me.
Meanwhile, Nelson struggled to reach the surface.
I couldn't get the seatbelt off. I was all tangled up in the lines. I thought I was going to drown.
But Nelson did manage to get his seatbelt off.
Then kind of claw my way out of the lines and stand up on the side of the aircraft and get my head above water.
First responders arrived quickly and borrowed the Easterly's boat to get to him.
And he was coughing, coughing, coughing. He must have taken on a lot of water.
A breath of relief.
Oh, Bill, I'm so glad you didn't drown. That would have...
Me too.
Oh.
Nelson says the crash won't stop him from flying again.
I've got my two-seater at home.
Nelson says he's doing okay, and Dive Rescue was able to get his aircraft out of the river today. Back to you guys. That's the sound of a semi-automatic weapon getting sawed to bits.
This here is an ex-gun.
Chunks and scraps are all that's left of Debbie Lentz's AR-15.
It was kind of liberating to go, oh, okay, this one is never going to be used again.
Lentz says the rifle was a gift from her husband.
It was fun to shoot it, I'll have to admit that.
But after the latest school shooting in Parkland, Florida, Lentz says it's lost its appeal.
It's a lot better knowing that there's one less gun that's going to be out there potentially, killing somebody.
Lentz says she owns other guns that she'll keep, but says having an AR-15 just isn't necessary.
I would like to personally see that AR-15s are removed from the civilian population. I don't think anybody outside the military needs one. This is just plain and simple a killing machine. Any of this type of gun that is not used for hunting, it's not used for competition, it's just for the express purpose of killing.
Other gun owners around the country are doing the same, posting their handiwork with the hashtag #OneLess.
It's an angle grinder and some purpose, and a little bit of elbow grease.
And Lentz says she has plans for her ex-gun. She's having the pieces made into art.
Make more art. Make less guns, make more art.